Hello everyone, my name is Utsav Kumar. I am here to present my case study on railway reservation system. I will quickly go through the microservices architecture first, then I will move to the application part. So in the backend part, the technology stack which is been used are Node.js, Express and JWT. Node.js is for creating the backend logic, Express is to establish the middleware and JWT for the authentication and authorization part. So in total, I have identified 7 microservices in my project. One is admin, second is authentication, user, reservation, payment, notifications, and profile management. In the admin part, the database management and booking approval is the responsibility for the administrator. So in the database management, there are two schemas, train and station, which need to be updated by the admin. And these two schemas is also integrated with the Amazon Web Service, and I have integrated it with MongoDB both. So now in the authentication part, the JWT is being used to authorize the users, and it will create the tokens for the authorized user, and it will use to verify the token will be used to verify the users. Third is user, where the entire user module is been integrated. So this is a user is microservice where entire other the like reservation, payment, notification, these microservices integrated with the user microservice. So in the reservation microservice, user will book the tickets. After the booking is successful, user can see the booking history where the ticket booking detail will be shown, and in the PNR status, PNR number will be used to see the booking status. And fifth one is payment, where before the payment is done, if unless and until payment is successful, booking will not be successful. So after the payment is successful, PNR will be generated. Now the notification part, in the notification there is booking notification and password notification. If user changes their password, then it will create notification that password update is successful, and after the payment is done, the booking notification will be created. It says that your PNR number is generated and your booking is payment is successful. So these are the notification, and in the last part is profile management, where user can see the profile. In the backend part, databases which are used is MongoDB and DynamoDB. In the client side, I have used the JavaScript framework like Angular and jQuery for the responsive website, and some CSS framework like Bootstrap and Angular Material to design the website UI. So now for the testing part, I have used Chai and Mocha in the backend part, and for the Angular I have used Karma and Jasmine. Now I will move to the application where I can see the interface. Yeah, so here in the application we can see the some animation is also integrated. So if I click on, let's say, this icon, then it will render me to the page. Now for the I will go to the authentication microservice first, then we'll move to the reservation. So this is my authentication part. So here I need to sign up. So I will give the detail, let's say utsav.com. I'll keep the password as 1234. I haven't kept any condition for the password, so it can take any password. So here I need to choose if my user type is user or admin, and it will render the API accordingly. So if it's user, it will take me to the user UI, and if it's admin, then it is admin UI. So now I will give some random password. So give some random pen, and occupation, let's say this is analyst 4. I will give the Utsav Kumar as a present pre-filled data, and I will keep that, let's say, 3 13 20 21. Now these are the numbers, and this is the location address. Now here if I do not verify the captcha, the sign up button will not be visible. After the I will keep it empty for now for the form validation, to check the form validation. Now sign up is visible, and if I click on sign up, it says that please enter your zip and try submitting again. So I have to give the ticket for the all the fields. These are implemented. Now if I keep the uh, email in non-email form, then it will show an error saying that you please change your email ID, because it's not in the email form. So I have to keep it in this form. Now if I sign up, then it will check sign up is successful. I will go to the sign in part. Now before, now the status for the using AWT authentication, the status is not verified, so I need to verify the user. So I will again go to the sub, then I will go to the password, let's say 1234, which if I give the password 12345, then it says that we could not verify you, so I need to give the correct password. And if I click on sign in, so here user needs to be verified. So I have used the messaging service like Twilio, and I have integrated it to get the message, and for the convenience I have printed it on my console too. So I will just copy it from here, and I will move it to the, yeah. So now if I click on verify user, it says that welcome on board, you are like this, the now user status is verified. Now again user needs to log in, so I will give the password. So yeah, this is been done. Authentication is done. Now let me show you the sign up forward password. So let's see Utsav, and let's say user has forgot the password, then it will take me to the forward password section. So I will just enter my email where, so this is the part where it will send the email to the password link, change password link to the email. So I have used the node mailer for the giving email service. So I will verify the user, and it says the message has been sent on your mobile. So I have again printed this link on the air, and I will click on it, so it will take me to the this part. So here I can update, let's say keep it 12345, previously it was 1234 2345, and update password. So it says well done, you successfully updated your password. Now the notification would have been created for this change password. Now I will go to the sign in again, and I will again go to the Utsav. So the authentication part is done. Now I need to enter 4, so it says we could not verify because we changed the password. Now again 12345, so it takes me to the home page. So here in the home page we can see the, I will go through the all the navigation panels. So first is navigate reservation, here new booking. So here user can book the tickets. In the second booking detail, there is PNR status, where PNR can be booking details can be update, no, booking detail can be seen, and booking history, here the entire booking history will be updated. So in the notification section, there are two notifications which is already created because we have changed the password. So if I click on seen, it will be invisible now. Now I will go to the manage account. There the user can see the their details, and I have kept some explore, so just random websites to the explore button. Now I will go to the reservation. So this is the microservice. Here if I provide, let's say user need to enter the station, and I will enter the, let's say Tata Nagar, Jamshedpur. Then if I search, it says that no trains found between these stations, because there is no train exists between these two database. So again I will provide, let's say Chennai Central. Here we can see that there are two stations available, trains available between these stations. So I will just go with the one station. So I will go Bhubaneswar, and if I search again, it says that there is one station Konark Express, and their departure time, arrival time, and what is the train type. So I will go to the select, and I will move, let's say if I go again proceed, it says that check the details you enter. So I need to verify the journey details. So month, let's say 11/11/2021, and proceed to the booking. Here the reservation form is opened. Now I will give the pre-filled data. Let's say keep the gender is male. So this gender, reservation type, and all, it depend, it also varies the fare price. So if I give the general and Tatkal, the fare will be calculated accordingly. So there are two of three. There's the birth preference. If class is first AC, then charge will be different for, and second AC different, so it will be calculated accordingly. If non-veg, then the price is different. So if I move to the proceed booking, there we can see that payment part. So train number for this provisional number is generated for now, and base fare is this for the first AC. Reservation charge is 40 rupees. As we have selected the general, so there is zero charge for that, and for the non-veg we have selected there 250, and for the GST it all the entire amount is been multiplied with 0.18 and it is added all the added together, and we get the 5959 is the total fare. Now the provisional number is generated, but it hasn't generated the PNR rate because the payment is not successful. So I will enter some random card number. I will get the expiry date as, let's say, keep it this, let's say 333, and card holder name Utsav Kumar. So now if I pay, it says then again it will send the OTP to verify. So till now a payment is not successful. Again I will see that there is the booking is for number is not done. So this is the OTP I got from the Twilio. So I will just keep it there and I will verify the OTP. So it says the booking is successful now. I can see, go to the notification part, and we can see that I have already seen that, so one is not visible. Now it says the provisional booking successful, and this is the before payment. Now the after payment the booking confirmed and payment successful. So PNR number is generated and transaction ID is also generated for the same. So and if I click on scene, then it will be invisible. Now for the, we can see here, we will go to booking details and PNR status. So we can search the PNR. So from where we can get the PNR, so we will go to the booking history. Here we can see the tickets. Here we can see the booking details. So here the PNR number is this, boarding station, reservation up to Bhubaneswar, date of boarding and all. So I will just copy this PNR from here and I will search it in the PNR status. And if I keep this and if I search, it says that PNR number is this, your train booking number is this, and train name is this. So this also, and now if I click on view details, then it will take me to the ticket part. So I have created the ticket for the same. So if I click on view details, then it will take me to the ticket parts. Yeah, so here we can see that the ticketing is service. This is the kind of ticket it looks when we go to the website. So there is the total fare and the passenger details, and I have also integrated the QR captcha. If I scan this captcha, then I will see the user information and the PNR number for the same. So these all things have been implemented. Now I will go to the, these all things which has been done in the user section. So again now the time to go to the admin part. These all are things which has been implemented in users. So for the admin part I will sign out. Now for the admin part I need to sign up again as admin. So let's say admin@gmail.com. I keep the web email. I will not show form validation or, because all the is same as user, just the logic is different. I will keep the 1 2 3 4 5 6 password. I say 1 2 3 4 5 6. Select tab. Now I will select it as user, so that it will render me to the admin page. Earlier it was user page. So other number I will keep random at one number. I will keep some, and I will keep, let's say, analyst 1. Okay, for the, let's say, Utsav Kumar only, I will give this 3 13 20 20. Let's 20. Yeah, we can select it from here also. So now these are the numbers, and the Jamshedpur entire thing is done. Now same, if I need to click on it, so yeah, now sign up is visible and I can sign up. So same process, we need to verify the admins too. So I will go to again admin@gmail.com, and I will provide the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 and sign in again. So again the generation will be done. OTP would have been generated. So yeah, sir, this is the OTP which is been generated. Now I will go to enter the OTP, and it says the admin is onboarded. Now if I sign in again, then it will take me to the admin page. So admin gmail.com and password is 123456, and that change password and all are same as the user. So I'm not showing the forward password now. So yeah, this is the admin sections. Here admin, in the admin section, this is totally different from the user. Here admin notification, booking verification, these two modules haven't been implemented yet, but the update trains. So these are the update trains. I can update the train, like I can add the trains into the database. Now I will move to the, these are the database trains which are already available in the database. So I can, like, if I click on delete, then it says that are you sure you want to delete the record, and if you, then it will be deleted. And if I click on edit, then it will take me to the edit page, like we can edit it. Let's say change is to Santragachi Junction instead of Santragachi. Then, and if we see, if we submit, then it says successfully. And when we go to the here, we can see Santragachi Junction is now Santragachi. Same is been done for the update trains too. Here I haven't tried adding, because this is the very long field, so it will take much time. Now it's like so I have it's working properly. Now for the same update trains, it is asking for the station name and station code, and there is no and we can submit it. Yeah, this is all from the test case study. Now I will just sign out from here, and so see the in testing part. So I have kept the testing as all the testing is done in the one file. So I will just run one file and it will. So note, for the note part, we can see, yeah, so some, because we have changed there, so that is why there are some uh, all the test cases is not passing, because 12 is passed and 21 is failed, because our server is still running. And for the same, if we go to the here, and if we run ng test for the Angular part also, we can see the testing. So yeah, we can see the testing is opens the Jasmine and Karma interface. Now here we can see that my 22 is not yet generated. Yeah, total 19 test cases were there and all are success in the notepad, because the server were still running in there, because that is why some test cases has been failed, and we have created the new OTP. So yeah, this is all from my project. Thank you.